Hi, my name is Bob Taylor, and I'm your host for this segment of Our Ventura TV. I'm here today with my guest, Patty Brown, from the Ventura County Leadership Academy. Good afternoon, Patty.
Hi, Bob.
Well, Ventura County Leadership Academy, it sounds like a cross between a Chamber of Commerce and a political group. What is the Ventura County Leadership Academy?
Well, we're actually a nonprofit organization. We are under the umbrella of United Way Ventura County, and our focus is to educate leaders in Ventura County about the critical issues that we face here.
Also, being under the United Way, where do you get your people? I mean, you want to educate the leaders. Do you go after the politicians? Do you go after city leaders, or where do you get people for this?
Well, we strive to have a cross-section of Ventura County in terms of age, sex, type of work that someone does, political affiliation, sexual orientation. I mean, we're looking for the diversity of Ventura County in our program. And really the students, the cohort members come from the community at large and from the organizations and government agencies, and past cohort members refer people. So it's very much word of mouth. A lot of our students, cohort members, would come from past cohort members or people who are a part of one of our sessions throughout the year.
So do you get, I know that for the people I have seen, there's always somebody from like Oxnard Fire Department or that kind of thing, or a police department. So do they send people into you, or do they come into themselves, or?
Both.
Both?
Both. Some people self-select. We typically have a couple of people that are employees of Ventura County, somewhere in Ventura County, in all of their different departments. Mike Powers will identify one or two people who would benefit from the program and also bring something to the program as well. Okay. And sometimes friends of those people or someone that hears about it says, oh, I want to find out more, and so they self-select and they say, I want to be a part of this because I want to learn about our county. I want to have a better understanding of the critical issues that we face. I want to be more involved. I want to know what it's like to be on a board. I want to run for political office in the future. People will have all kinds of reasons. We get people in their 20s. We get people in their 60s. Yeah, and they come for very different reasons. Right. But it's a reason that's near and dear to their heart, or something that truly they want to dig into. The critical issues, we typically ask them at the end of the year to find one of the issues in Ventura County that they really want to become involved in, rather than doing a little bit of everything. Are you into the environment, water, transportation, government, healthcare, standard of living? You want to work for one of the nonprofits that work to help raise people up who can't afford food or shelter or their electric bill, or Right. So there's a lot of different reasons.
So does anybody that apply make it, or do they go through an interview process, or how does it's kind of like a school?
There is an interview process. We typically do our interviewing in the late spring and early summer. The cohorts begin in September every year, and we graduate in May. Oftentimes, our future members of our cohort come through our graduating class or recent graduating classes, because those people are still really involved. The VCLA is at the top of their mind. Oftentimes, they've maintained a relationship with us through our steering committee. Or they see somebody and they say, you would really benefit. You would meet the right people. You would have access to the right information. You'd really benefit from this program. So they'll send friends to a recruitment event. We do a couple every year, one in the East County, one in the West County, where they get to know us a little bit better, and then they submit an application.
Okay, now, you're partially funded by the United Way, or a division under the United Way.
Yeah, we really don't get any funding from the United Way, but we're under the United Way umbrella. We're supposed to be self-sustaining, and we are.
So so there's a charge for your services from the cohorts themselves or your
Yes.
students?
Yes.
And where'd cohorts come from?
We moved, when you're class 5, you were a class, I was cohort 13. About cohort 10 or 11, someone suggested that it's more than a class, it's a group of people with even though they may come from very different perspectives and different demographics, they have a common goal or a common cause or a common passion, so therefore they're a cohort.
So you're about a 6-month class?
September to May.
So September,
Yeah,
October,
7.
November, 7 months. And how often do you meet during that 7 months?
We meet one day a month, which is a long day, 8 to 5, but it's a lot because they're taking in a lot of information, they're experiencing a lot, because we go on site often for a tour or an experiential activity rather than sitting in a classroom all the time. We have one 3-day trip to Sacramento where our goal is to meet all of our elected officials that represent the Ventura County area, as well as lobbyists, someone from the Metropolitan Water District, others that are based in Sacramento that can really benefit the group of people as they are experiencing Sacramento. They get to go into the Capitol building.
So you get people ready, in theory, you get people ready for any type of leadership they're going to be doing in the county, or that can influence Ventura County in one way or another, possibly with their leadership abilities.
They're exposed to, they're not going to learn everything about everything,
not,
but they're exposed to what we identify as the critical issues. They meet people that they can, after graduation, send an email to or pick up the telephone and say, "Hi, I was in cohort 18. I met you when you spoke about our water situation or healthcare. I'd like to fill in the blank. Would you help me?" And so it's an entree. It's an entree for people years down the road to refer back to those that they've met or through the people that they've met, meet the people that they want to get to know to explore whatever opportunity or issue they're looking for.
So classes or cohorts or seasonal people, whatever, however you want to call them, they tend to stay together to a certain extent, or with the people that they've learned from, or tend to make developing friendships.
Friendships, lifelong friendships, oftentimes, one of the goals of from the onset is for everyone to get to know each other very well and for them to really gel. And each cohort kind of takes on their own personality. Some end up being more connected than others, but more than that, the people who come in and run our sessions. Mike Powers, Herb Gooch, Darren Kettle, the names can go on and on. The leaders of our county that are really, really well informed about the issue of the day.
Right.
Our cohort, they pass out their business cards. They say, "Call me, email me if you have a question." So they make themselves available as well. So if somebody says, "I'm curious about something with regards to the economy," and Bruce Stinsley taught our session on the economy, and they'll pick up the telephone or call him, and almost always, we would tell someone always, we haven't ever heard of an instance where that person has said, "No, I won't meet with you," or "I won't talk with you." If you say VCLA, they will say, "Sure, let's get together," or "This is the information you're looking for," or something like that.
So that's really impressive, the fact that the people you have train your people or that they learn from are always there as mentors if they want to further their...
Exactly.
Okay, now does the Ventura County Leadership Academy change with what is going on in the county? Like right now, we're having severe water issues.
Exactly.
Will the next class be more in tune to what's going on with the water issues, or will it kind of just?
Yes. Each session and each year for the last at least 10 years, we've done a day about water. Typically, we go to Cayugas Municipal Water District, have a tour, and learn about water, but we also typically hear from someone in Sacramento as well, from the Metropolitan Water District. And the message may change, but we've understood for a long time that water is one of the critical issues of Ventura County.
Right.
And so it will always be a part of that. The environment is typically a part of it. Healthcare, public safety, local government, arts and culture, standard of living. And standard of living is one that typically really brings people in because they really get the nitty-gritty dirt about the economic situation for a lot of people in Ventura County. And it really, they've heard about food share, housing issues, money issues,
Right.
And, but when they come and they sit through that day and they hear about the people that are at the heart of that situation, it really drives the message home that there's a lot of people in Ventura County that are underserved that
Right.
need a hand up.
So when you get involved with an issue, you look at, let's say, economics, for example, in Ventura County. You look at the underserved, those homeless, all the way to the $10 million houses on the hill or whatever.
Well,
or what's going on economically with
Yeah,
them.
not necessarily the $10 million houses on the hill, but get a good feel for the largest employers in Ventura County, go to the military base or the harbor, see the economic generator that is happening there, hear about labor versus corporate.
Always a big thing.
So the economics more focuses on the job. Where are the jobs? What do the jobs offer those that work there? And we get a behind-the-scenes tour of the port typically, which in these days post 9/11 is not something that everybody has access to,
Right.
where you can really see the movement of freight in and out that as we drive along 101, we really don't think about on a daily basis.
I got about 20 more questions I'd really like to ask. We're down to a minute.
No kidding.
Time goes by fast. Okay, now, if somebody wants to contact you, get involved, or just find more about it, what's the best contact information?
Well, Jill Schaefer is our executive director. We're housed in the United Way wing of the Ventura County Community Foundation building on Mission Oaks Boulevard in Camarillo. You can find us on the United Way website.
And you just go to United Way and look for the Leadership Academy?
Yeah, vcunitedway.org. And the Ventura Leadership Academy is actually the most visited page on the United Way website.
Okay, so there's opportunities for people to go, get involved, just learn what's going on, or donate if they want to donate or something
Absolutely,
like that.
absolutely.
All right, now if you wanted to leave our listeners with one little tidbit from the Ventura County Leadership Academy to pique their interest or that kind of thing, what would it be?
Well, when you first introduced me to the Ventura County Leadership Academy, I considered myself a well-informed citizen. I read the paper, I was highly involved in my community, and each session I was amazed at how little I actually knew about Ventura County. So you may think that you know a lot, but until you've really seen it and spoken to the people who are in the trenches every day, you really can't understand or comprehend what's going on in our county.
Thanks, Patty. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I want to thank you for being here today. My name is Bob Taylor. We've been talking to Patty Brown from the Ventura County Leadership Academy. Thank you very much.